Uh, a very good morning from the studio above the clouds. I came up here briefly last night and worked on Valen for a little while. We're going to jump back into him. This is Valen of the third house. Did not record that. Sorry. I'm as much sorry to myself as anything because I didn't catch anything that I did on this. But we're going to jump back into it now. This is, of course, from the Storykeeper's Daughter. This is one of our main uh, antagonists of the first book and the second as well. Valen of the third house. So we're gonna work on him a little bit more. But I came up here last night. I wasn't even sure I was going to work on it, to be honest with you. And sometimes you just need turned on some. I was going to say loud music, but I don't like loud music. I don't like loud sounds. But turned on some Taylor Swift. And of course, I would have been hit with copyright with that playing in the background with at the level that I wanted it, which is a little louder than usual, and singing along, dancing along, Swiftying it out up here, and working on this for a while, which was just nice to do because that's the one thing about recording this stuff is I can't do it with some of my music in the background, or else I can't pop it up because I get hit with a copyright warning in the background, as we found out with Whitney Houston when I turned that up the one time. Whoops. So I was jamming out in here last night and having a very good time hanging out with Taylor and Pink and a little Chapel Roan and all that good stuff. But today we're back with some background music so that I can record, and we'll work on some Valen and some other stuff as well. But I got in here and started working on, oops, there we go. I almost left this screen. Let me get my computer stuff out of the way. We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah, you can see I did some stuff to him last night from the last time you guys might have seen him. Something on here. There we go. No, it's just something chunky. I don't even know what that was. Something chunky. But yeah, quite a bit. Wanted to add some shadow to his face because he is, he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. So I wanted to add that. And now we're going to add even more because, of course, this is just the first layer, really, of everything. So he gets more of everything. And we're gonna do that now. And I think I'm going to start with what I haven't really done, because this is all just Sharpie at this point, the hair, the shadows in here, that's all just Sharpie. And so I need to go over it with the actual paint. Before I do any of that, I need to get my drink off the table, because that's bad news bears. You can't have your drink on the table where you're working. That's bad. This is a cup I made, though. I'm finally actually drinking from something that I made. That's most of the stuff I made I've given away, given to people, or I did we do a haunted barn up here every Halloween. I love it. And I would, for years and years, as I was practicing pottery and learning how to do forms, and it was mostly it wasn't hand built, it was mostly wheel thrown stuff. I would do wonky-ware giveaways. And so every year for the adults, I would, we'd do the haunted barn and candy and toys and stuff for the kids, but for the grown-ups, I would do a wonky-ware table and give away all of my pottery that I'd made during the year for the grown-ups. And so all my, what I call wonky-ware, which was just my learning over the course of the year, that I didn't feel like you should sell the stuff you learn on. I don't think I've ever sold any pottery I've made to date, because I just considered it all me learning. Yeah, I don't think I have. I've given it all away. I've given it all away. So I gave it all away as wonky-ware, and that was what I would call it, because it was all weird shaped and whatnot, or at least most of it was. This, as you can see, really isn't weird shaped. It's a one I'm pretty happy with, quite frankly. But that was always something I liked doing for Halloween. In fact, I need to make more wonky-ware. I didn't have wonky-ware last Halloween to give away because I hadn't really been doing that much pottery because we hadn't had the setup. It had been kind of shut down for a while. Now we have it set back up. Yay! Woo! All right, let's get into this. Enough talking. Enough talking. Got my tea out of the way. I've transitioned to tea already this morning. All right, Valen, let's get your hair there, and then we'll do the rest. All right, my man, I feel like your hair can be the one thing that's shiny here. Yeah. Maybe. Nope, we're not going to do that. I changed my mind. It's my prerogative. All right, I'm going to start with a new one of these and then clean the rest of these later. Story of my life. Clean the rest of these later. Carbon black, I believe. Or, yep. I want to do the hair first because I'll come back in and do his green suit. And if we go over a little bit, I can make up for it. Still want to be as careful as I can, though. But if I go into the suit a little, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to use a different black for the shadows than this one so that his hair is actually a less shiny black than what I end up using for the shadows. Yes. I'm going to smooth out these lines a little bit because I don't think he would have a hair out of place. He's not that guy. course, I had to reference his eyebrows in the freaking book. So I feel pressure. In the freaking book. Ooh, that one went a little wild. All right, dude. Well, different beauty standards. Everybody's got different beauty standards. Looks like my eyebrows. Hey. Unplugged and perfect. Woo! Of course, we said yours were plucked to within an inch of their life, my dude. So I don't know how good that is, but we'll go with it. It's all right. Rural. We didn't say plucked. We said manicured. Manicured. It can mean many things. Does not usually mean you have caterpillars on your face. Yeah, it does. You look good, man. Looks like me. You look like me. Hot and furry. That sounds like a Weird Al Yankovic song. Hot and furry. We just got ridiculous. You gotta have a sense of humor. You're gonna fight the darkness, right? You don't fight the darkness. You let that shit in, don't you? Oh, we said a cuss word. We try not to do that. We do say these things aren't made for children, but still, it's nice to try not to do that. I do cuss like a sailor, just so folks are warned. But I try not to do that for the public. The public. All right, I think we'll go with that. All right, so that was that black. So that's his hair. All right. I think, yeah, before I go into shadow black, I like the way that sounds. Shadow black, hollow dark, from the book. Shadow black, I have to use that sometime. Let's do the buttons. Buttons, buttons. Who got the buttons? Yeah, that'll work. All right, bud. It's probably enough. Probably should have done the green. That's all right. First, I mean, I can paint around this. actually no, I'm going to do another layer of green so much as shadow and highlight on top of this green. So I think that's probably more what's going to happen. Dude, come on, right there, right there, right there. How hard is that? There we go. Dude. The dude abides. You guys can't see it, but there's one last one because of the spacing. There's like half a one that shows right here before it goes off the canvas. There we go. Got it. All right. So the wait. Why are you difficult? Why? Okay. I'll give those a moment. All right, and then what we're into is serious shade over here. We're doing some serious shade on this side. Light side, dark side. You can already tell that, obviously. Light side, dark side. Now we just have to really drive that home throughout the whole thing. Wait a second. Having thoughts. And it's terrifying. I want watercolors. Gray, black, some more gray, another gray, another gray. And then a couple things that are closer to his skin tone. I think these are probably going to help. I really like these watercolors. You guys have heard me say that before, but these are the best. In fact, I probably need to get some more because some of them are running out. Okay. Do I have two of the exact same black? What these are? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, those are exactly the same. Yes. Okay. Watercolor. And then take the slightest bit of this carbon black. Actually, I'm sorry, this is luster black. It was carbon black that I used for his hair because I wanted it to be a deeper. I don't trust my hand, so I'm hitting it. I wipe all of it off because I don't want any more than's on here. And I want it in that really sporadic. There we go. Look at that. All right, that gives us some shade and some interest behind him. We'll go back and do some more here. That definitely gets us started. In fact, let's go ahead just a little bit. Speaking of more, let's pop him with a little bit. Essentially doing an outline of him in shadow. And this is, remember, with watercolor. So I can go right back in, whoops, and pull that watercolor out some, in theory. So it's not a hard line, in theory. Oh yeah, but more of a soft overlapping shadow. And then I need to do it down here, where it joins with the green. I'm gonna thicken that up a bunch. There we go. And then we let that dry. Yep. Okay, cool. Now, that was that, and that was that. Those two. Okay. Now let's transition to the front. And I want the not as dark. Uh-oh. You seem unhappy about the job I'm asking you to do, but that's all right. We'll work with you nonetheless. All right, the gloss luster is way over here. I need just a little tiny bit. Only one thing on this. It's going to be glossy. Ooh. A little bit right there is glossy. Mm. All right, I think I want to come in and do a little. Oh, wait, that was wet. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come in and do little corrections and whatnot, but I don't think any of that is going to be until what is here dries. How did that go in there? That wasn't good. You need to draw on the button. I wanted it around the button. All right. I think really let it dry, come back. And do the next part. But that is layer number 2. Well, really, at this point, it's kind of 3 on Valen because 2 is the Sharpie when I came up last night and Swiftied it. But that's a nice second layer, although, hang on, I always do this. This is like my MO at this point. I didn't like the way that looked. So put a nice shadow line there. Let's see how this works. for this. Let's see. Ooh, I just got landed on by a ladybug. Not my dog, but an actual ladybug. It lighted upon me. All right. Let it dry. For the love of Pete, let it dry. Walk away. Step away. All right, step away. Put it down. Step away. Let it dry. But that is, in many respects, Valen of the third house for somebody who doesn't do portrait work in painting or haven't in many years. Probably some more shadow and highlight to be done. Probably another layer. But those are cheekbones that cut, which is one of the things I said about him. So I think that's effective. We did that. I'm going to go ahead and do this, even though I don't really think this is done. I'm still gonna do this. So let me do a little signature on the bottom in a highly complimentary green with a date 2/6. There we go. All right. Probably not done. Nah, not done. You can already tell. I do that all the time. I sign stuff and then I'm like, it's not done. It's all right. I'll come back and nicky knack with it here and there, but there we go. You wondered what he looked like. That's a very vague idea. It's a very painted idea of what Valen looks like. Valen of the third house. Not dry yet. We'll come back. He's not finished. Kind of finished. Sort of finished. Maybe finished. Not finished. Let's not kid ourselves. He's not finished. I ain't finished. Oh, I just stuck my finger in wet paint. Crud. We'll let him dry and see what I think once all that stuff actually looks like it's gonna look. Let's see how I want to work on these guys right now. Kind of want to work on the bigger one. I might jump on these. Oh, the background basically just needs to get redone again and then push out towards the front. Not exactly sexy work. I could just do them and then just do everything again, but really. Of course, what I want to work on is kind of them. Kind of not, because it's kind of terrifying. Because as you can see, their faces are. Because that's a technical term. Well, the house has to get done. Has to. I think I describe it as having, pretty sure it's white. But because I have so little white, I might have to make this have yellow siding or something else instead, just because I have so little white. Pretty sure it's white, though. You would think I would remember. You think? You think? There are so many versions of The Storykeeper's Daughter, particularly book one. But really, there's so many versions. I rewrote and wrote and rewrote, and holy crap, it got a little out of control. So there are a lot of different versions of pretty much every scene in the entire book series. Got a little silly. Some idea. Wait a second. I know you're here somewhere. It's always the mall screen that disappears on me. The sparkle there. I won't go there, but that's okay because that'll just be a different bush. I think once that dries, we're going to be in good shape. Here, a vehicle, checking it out. Just Jessie. Grabbing some tea. All right. That really is. Moving on to my ladies. But again, have to wait till everything dries. Schmack. Right. Carefully move them out of the way because now that is a little bit a movie. Thick. There we go. Moved safely. Let's move some stuff out of the way here. Because I have this now. And it probably just needs the boat. It's technically kind of in the foreground, but it might as well get painted. Yeah, probably. And then everybody in it. Well, maybe not. I'm wondering if I probably should paint the people and then the boat. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So that would give me Sashara to start with. So I might as well begin with her. Let's see how I want to do this. And let's see here. Marker. Ooh. That's not the one I want. It's always that one. Ta-da. And let's just start with this. And no, when I said it's always that one, it's not actually the one that it usually is. It's kind of funny. It's the brown. Usually it's that bronze when I say that. It's kind of funny. It's actually the blue I want. And rolling. All right, my dude. You're scarier than Sashara. You're actually supposed to be really handsome. Oh, God. Okay. Devastatingly. Strong chin. Mountain man. Okay, here we go. Here we go, my man. We're going to do this. I got you. I got you. I will not disappoint. No, I might. I'll try not to. Strong jaw. You're supposed to be devastating, Roland. You are devastating. In a I can kill and cook your dinner kind of way. Oh, I hear dogs at the door. Speaking of kill and cook your dinner. Maybe they'll save me from this. Oh, Roland, my man. Yes, they're going to save me. Woohoo! Oh, my God. Oh, the dogs. The dogs. Oh, Georgie. Hello. 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 Oh, you're so happy. Hi, guys. I love you. Oh, you got left up here. The door got shut. Hi. Oh, you're so excited. You're so excited. Oh, I know. It's cold out. It's cold out. We had a 70-degree day, and then it was like, never mind. It's still March. Never mind. I love you. I love you. Oh, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. What, you haven't seen me in like an hour and 30 minutes. It's been like an hour and 45 minutes. Ridiculous. All right, I'm going to stop recording. They've saved me from rolling for the moment, but I'll be back. I'll be back.